Welcome. Today is a very big day because today we are showing you our next big build, our Lexus GX460. So buckle up and let's get started. Now before we dive in, if you've been following our adventures and are concerned about the fate of Silver, we just want to clarify that the 4Runner is still with us and we have no plans to sell or stop traveling with her. In fact, Kevin already has some plans to take it to the next level, but more on that in another video. This vehicle will be my rig. I will be choosing and helping install all the upgrades in order to show you our suggested rig build priorities. To be honest, this is brand new territory for me, but I'm excited and totally up for the new challenge. Now you may be thinking, really? A soccer mom car? Or wow, that's an expensive vehicle for the trail. Before you write this one off, let me fill you in on our thought process as well as a few details about the Lexus GX platform that might surprise you. For starters, the perception about the Lexus brand has been synonymous with expensive, luxurious vehicles for years, and because of this, it has been out of most folks' justifiable price range when it came to selecting a dual-use rig for family hauling and off-roading. And while this may be true on the brand new side of things, the rig you see here was purchased at 4 years old with 52,000 miles on the odometer for less than half its dealer price when new. You might be surprised to find that when you compare the GX to 4Runners with similar age and mileage on the used market, they actually fall within the same price range, and in some cases even below its V6 Brothers price tag in spite of more standard options and luxury. This early depreciation makes for some interesting choices when you start comparing apples to apples. The next surprising fact is that this rig is actually known as a Land Cruiser 150 or Prado in other countries and comes with the body-on-frame ruggedness and long-term reliability that has made the Land Cruiser name famous worldwide. So you may be wondering why a Lexus GX460. Let me tell you why. First and foremost, we wanted the power. It has a 4.6 V8 engine with a 6-speed transmission, which means all around its capabilities are a little bit stronger than the 4Runner. A lot of people don't realize what they're buying when they choose the Lexus GX460. This rig is capable of so much more than the average buyer will ever put it through. So my main goal is the upgrades. My desire is to be able to keep it as lightweight as possible, but super functional and capable of doing anything that I ask it to do. The cosmetics and luxury packages of the Lexus label was developed to cater to the American desire for comfort and bells and whistles, which seemed to put its true capabilities on the back burner in favor of marketing that involved cobblestone drives and gated mansions instead of what it was originally designed for: life in the wild. This means that the vast majority of GX owners have no clue what they're really driving to soccer practice, and that under the GX's skin is a true off-road machine just waiting to be set free with a few well-placed modifications by folks who recognize its capabilities. So with all that being said, this is just the beginning. So make sure you stick around so you don't miss a single step of what we do on our new rig.
What are you doing?
Waiting on you.
What are you getting ready to do?
We're gonna go put the suspension on my car.
What are we gonna run?
We're gonna run an Icon.
Where'd we get it?
From Pep Boys.
Pep Boys?
Yeah.
They sell that kind of stuff?
They do sell that.
Oh man, we'll have to talk about that.
I know, right?
Let's do it.
Cool. Hey guys, Today is a very special day because it is the day that we are doing the first mod on my Lexus GX460. Today we're putting on the Icon Stage 4 suspension. That will allow us a 2.5 to 3 inch lift to help fit in the KM3s that we'll be putting on. So let's get started. Now onto the fun part, the off-road capabilities. As you may know, we're no stranger to the Icon suspension system, and after over 130,000 miles of use and sometimes downright abuse on our 4Runner with minimal issues, it was an easy choice to go with the Icon again on our GX. The Stage 4 suspension kit is actually made up of the same parts for the 4Runner, which includes tubular upper control arms up front, featuring the upgraded delta joints, which is a sealed version of the previous uniball. These control arms will help maintain proper alignment after nearly 3 inches of lift up front. The adjustable front coilovers with 2.5 inch shocks means we can increase the amount of lift as heavier components are added. Out back, we replaced the factory springs with the included kit springs and installed the 2.5 remote reservoir shocks.
So what are we doing today?
Going to go to Walmart to buy toys.
Try again.
We're going to the tire shop.
Yeah, discount tire, right?
I can't even buckle up, Dad.
Need some help? I'll help you. What are we putting on?
Tires.
BFG KM3s. Can you say that?
BFGs. No.
KM3s.
BFGs. KM3s.
Let's do it. Excuse you. Alright guys, well this build is coming along pretty quick now. We've got the only tire couldn't fit inside. But there's 4 wheels, 3 tires, plus this guy. So we're gonna run them down a discount because pretty much the only tire shop that'll just put whatever you want on. Everyone else has got their rules and regulations and stuff, so we're gonna run in there and get those popped on. These actually came from Pep Boys as well, so stay tuned because you might find it interesting, number one, and number two, might be some pretty hefty discounts there, so can't beat that. All right, so let's get on down to the tire shop. You better get back over there. Look at the little guy. He's only a few days old.
The overall suspension upgrades netted about 3 inches of lift up front and 3.25 in the rear. We have always recommended upgrading the suspension at the same time as the wheels and tires for the best overall improvement. So in this case, we took the plunge and jumped into the mud terrain world with 285 70R17 BFG KM3s. Wrapped around the 17-inch bronze fuel off-road nitros. To be honest, we were left a bit breathless as she rolled out of the tire shop with her new shoes and a whole new attitude. As expected, there was a bit of a clearance issue once the larger tires were installed. These areas can be reformed using a heat gun and some patience, or you can use Kevin's method and simply remove the problem areas. With the new front bumper inbound, these panels were going away soon anyhow. Still, it's a bit odd cutting up a beautiful Lexus. I guess we're still affected by the marketing too.
All right, so Sarah wasn't able to make it to the tire shop, so this is her first time getting to see the finished product.
Close my eyes.
Close those eyes.
Where am I going?
Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. Keep walking forward. All right.
I feel like I'm close enough for some reason.
Open your eyes.
Ooh, that looks good. Oh, wow. Did you have to cut the wheel welds?
I cut a lot out.
Yeah, you did.
But the bumpers are getting swapped out anyhow, so that'll all go away.
Yeah. Only in the front?
Just in the front. Everything else fits.
Oh, wow. Even where we put our...
Yeah, I even flexed it out, and it's still got about a 1/2 inch clearance on the remote.
Where'd you flex it at?
Down at Mike's. I had to go to Mike's to cut all that out.
Right.
So.
Wow. She's fancy, huh?
She's looking dang good, right?
Yeah.
Totally changed the look.
Yeah, totally different car.
Man.
Not so soccer mommy, huh?
Not as much. Big old KM3s. Oh.
Dang, that's meaty.
That is meaty.
It almost feels like a little butt.
Nah.
Ooh.
Oh, I know.
Like centimeters, just fair.
And honestly, that'll probably rub at some point. So we'll do a body mount chop. You can cut that off. Put a plate there. But like the profile is perfect.
Yeah, they don't stick out too far, huh?
Right.
This looks mean.
Let's go somewhere.
I gotta eat lunch.
I hope it rains and gets nice and muddy and we'll just go and get all in it.
Yeah.
Test her out.
Uh-huh.
You happy?
Very.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Turned out good, didn't it?
It turned out great.
Let's do this.
Let's do it. With the first phase of the build complete, it was time to paint this pavement princess with her first coat of adventure makeup. Shade of choice, Tennessee Clay. The GX460 has full-time four-wheel drive with a low-range selector switch for when things get interesting. This base model also includes downhill assist, but you'll have to search long and hard for a model that has factory crawl control installed. The good news is, this option can be added later, which is on our list of mods to install. Until then, we'll let momentum be our friend courtesy of the V8 and use the center locking differential as needed. The long-term goals for this rig will include front and rear lockers, but we're still a long ways off from that upgrade. The GX460 comes standard with Kdss, or Kinetic Dynamic Suspension System, which basically means the sway bars function normally during on-road driving to reduce body roll, but disengage when off-road to allow for more articulation, which reduces wheel lift, keeping more rubber in the dirt where it's needed. The GX comes with a coveted 4.6 V8 engine that puts out 301 horsepower at 329 foot-pounds of torque. For comparison, that's 31 more horsepower and 51 foot-pounds more torque than the 4Runner. Now, throw in a 6-speed transmission and it quickly becomes an attractive option, especially with the 6,500 pounds of towing capacity. Unfortunately, All these engine specs don't add up to a spectacular fuel mileage average. But until turbo diesels become available in the US, this engine and transmission combo fits the bill for us. Near future upgrades will include sliders, a front ARB bumper, a rear Kmart bumper, skid plates, long-range America auxiliary fuel tank, and roof rack. We will cover all these upgrades in future episodes, so stay tuned. Need a ride?
Are you ready? Ready to go? Are you ready? Ready for more? Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my my, are you ready? Ready and now to keep going, and I can't stop. Are you ready? Ready for me? Oh my my, oh my my. Are you ready? Are you ready?
Okay, ready? Are you gonna clap with me? I have this lip hair that keeps like tickling my lip. My nash bothering me. Hey guys, guess what? Something like that? Something like that. I'm better at it than you are anyway. Now, if you want to know more in-depth information, we've got something super exciting. I'm so excited. See you on the next time. Safe travels. That doesn't sound. See you on the next time. Okay. Not too much. So if you guys want to know more in-depth for more information, guess what? No, it wasn't. I didn't like it. Didn't like it. Okay. We've got some exciting news as we will be launching a Lifestyle Overland podcast. That's right. There, we will be sharing more in-depth information about our travels, who we are, what we plan on doing next, and the things that we're working on right now. So be sure to watch for that. Well, that's all we've got today, guys. Safe travels.
All right, let's go. I've lost my driver. Okay, now let's go.